guys, welcome back to another video. Well, the kind of first, I don't know, episodes of Hobbit Month. I'm going to review or take my thoughts on, really. Hang on. So I think it's like, I know of it. I know it's called Lord of the Rings, blah 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 blah. 1978. I can appreciate this film. Personally, I feel like this, I know I think this is what I do in most of my videos, to say, oh, I'm not really sure, personally this, personally that. I don't know. So, what I did today, none of this, I know, but what I did today, the whole entire thing is just this. It could be anything you want to talk about. Let's say work, you know, and then a little bit, come home, and then watch the film, and then it's chaos, because for some weird reason, your mates or your colleague, not colleagues, your mates, roommates, or what, let's say, you know, they always have the dinner somewhere, something else, and you do this, something else, and you have this, or it's my cat. So let's say your mates are cooking food for themselves, and let's say for quick. I'm not saying this is happening, but in this scenario, you know what I mean? So, yeah, and it's all hectic, and I want to get things done with for February, that you're probably watching right now. And I know there's some people, and I'm saying you lot that you just came across on me right now, but some people who are like, oh, it's Craig again, ugh. I can understand that, because I know that some people like me can't stand some YouTubers, and they just subscribe for the being nice, and I just came across these weird people who are being whatever. So I am one of those people who also subscribe to random weirdos. Not weirdos, but like people who act weird and do weird. I'm not saying I do act, but anyway. So yeah, it's all weird. You know, sometimes you want to write things down, and sometimes you're not ready for that, or you are ready and you can write things down, but you can't read, but you can write, if that makes sense. Anyway, that's what I do sometimes. I'm not bothered. Not the fact I'm just in a rush bothered, it's just because I'm just not bothered. You know, if that makes sense. So yeah, this is why I don't have much information. It's like, anyway, so Lord of the Rings, 1978, feels like one of those, if you hear noise, it's my cat, I'm so sorry. It's nothing the fact that it's just people next door being stupid, it's just the cat. So if you hear noise, crumbling, eating noise, it's my cat, I'm so sorry. I wish I had a better microphone thingy-bob, you know, to cut out all the background noise. I'm poor. So, 1950s music, and well, it depends. 1950s. You know, sometimes you have these very, very old films, and they do like sort of Robin Hood, or I don't know. It does say Robin Hood, nothing to do with the fact of, you know, the animals being the people. It never happened in this film. But I'm just saying that, let's say for example, this is combined with Robin Hood thing. Not because it's medieval-ish, new age, medieval thing. But anyway, I'm going to talk about it later on, hopefully, if I don't forget. So it's like Robin Hood, and I mean the animation sort of thing. So it's, I personally feel like most of the stuff feels scary in some scenes, and feels good in some scenes, and feel bad. It depends. Like, you know, this film is really, really bad. The way they edit I'm not saying that Baski is a really, really rubbish director or script writer or whatever, but I feel like he's done apparently good animations. About this cat who's a detective drunk person, I'm not sure. That's something to do with Lord of the Rings. He just done that in the, I don't know, 70s, 80s. So he done really good projects apparently. So I know of him. I know of Walt Baski. I'm not saying, I'm just saying, oh, he's done this and that. So I know of him. I know what he does. He does certain animations. So the animation with, let's say, Robin Hood, I'm not saying the story of Robin Hood or what they look like. This is the background animation, and not compare it to the kind of the music and that sort of thing, to the Disney's 50s Sleeping Beauty. So if that makes sense, anyway, if that makes sense. So yeah. So you can obviously see that if you want to see more information about some, well, Baski Lord of the Rings reviews, click up here, whatever, about certain You know, and I'm so sorry. I'm not a fan of it, but of this person. But we could say I'm not sure. I generally watch on a Thursday called Nostalgia Critic, not because I'm whipping off his sort of style of his stuff, not his sense of humour or the way he talks. It's just I whip off, not whip off, but I just try to do my own sort of thing, and I can see why. Anyway, I'm just saying that you have to watch if you're in the mood, if you like that sort of sense of humour. You've got to watch Nostalgia Critic's version review of Lord of the Rings, 1978 or something like that, or Baski. You know, so more information up here. So, but what I'm trying to say is the music is really, really good. It matches some bits, well, most of the bits it matches really good. With the music, and it feels like one of those musics that it feels like, because it's the same act. The first time I actually heard, what I do personally, I just listen to the most greatest music out of the soundtrack. So my favourite one, not because it's the most popular one in the soundtrack, it's just for some reason I just like the the end credits one. That one, and you know that I probably it depends on if you're subscribed or not, or you just come across me or whatever, but I watched in 2022 or 3, no, something like that, I want to say 2022, reacting to the anime. It was actually basically me, but I'm playing a character called Craig who reacts to things. Let's forget all that rubbish. But I just basically reacted to this at a time when I probably didn't do much reviews. I don't know, but I reviewed, reacted to the trailer to this film. So I didn't watch the film yet. I'm watching the film today on the 29th, nearly December. In November 2024, you appreciate it more than you like it. You know what I mean? I will love it if you're into Wolf Baski, or let alone if you're a fan of Wolf Baski, if you're into Lord of the Rings. Some people who are Lord of the Rings person, you kind of think, you appreciate it more than you like the other ones, or what? To be fair, I don't know if in this series I'm actually gonna react, or not react, but watch Return to the King animation one or whatever, or there's different sort of animations one. I'm not saying that there's loads of them. There's probably like 3, and then there's own sort of spin-off versions of it on probably Disney Channel or whatever. Well, not Disney Channel, I don't think it's going to be on Disney Channel, but some anime sort of thing, I don't know. But there's loads of probably animations of, but I mean, the Return to the King animation one, I'm not sure if that's going to be in the Hobbit Month thing. But at the moment, my plan is, I'm not sure this is going to happen all Saturday in February, or probably just one review in February, I don't know. But I really want to get these done, okay? I know I should have... Behind the scenes, I had something September to November, and hopefully whatever. Anyway, so these are months I should have just had a break, go back to YouTube business again, without getting paid, because it's more like a hobby and I got other things to do. It's kind of the ego thing. And so I'm so sorry if I seemed a little bit all over the place, and I don't, and things are getting better, you know what I mean? So yeah, I really think like some of the stuff is in and out, because I can see why some people say it's weird, because, oh, look at this, it's like, I don't know, some of the animation is like way across, like this person walking here, and like it's one level for walking, for example, for some scenes. It says, let's say this bit is here, the scene is here, and the door's like here, and you accidentally see one of the feet walking here, not here or wherever. Now, that you can see that as well. It's the same with the fire scene when, I forgot, the Prince King that's going to be in one of the last ones, but there's just a cliffhanger for centuries now, or years, or decades, and there's never been a sequel to the Baski Lord of the Rings. But let's say the Prince King, you know what I mean? So this is what happens. He tells a story. It's like, so what happens? This person who plays this character, he's from Harry Potter, who plays Ollivander, you know, that guy. And you can definitely tell his voice. And he died in 2016-15. Doesn't feel like it really. Anyway, so that's what happened. I don't know why. The thing is, I'm good with faces, not with names. But this is an animation, so you're not really good, you know. But yeah. I know of the story. I'm really, really good with the story of Lord of the Rings. But when you're like in the rush and you can't think, well, you can think, otherwise you won't be talking. But when you just do some certain stuff, your brain with searching out certain names, you know. So when they were talking about the story, with the hobbits and stuff like that, there's this fire scene, and it's like oh, there's these dodgy minions of the Dark Lord of Sauron or something like that. It's not Sauron, but for some reason, apparently, well, Baski just changed it to Sauron, not Saruman or something like that. But yeah, it's really, really gothic sometimes, and I really like that. I can appreciate. It's if I was a little bit younger, I mean, a lot younger, like down here, and I first watched this film, I'll be scared out of my wits. It'll probably go into the genre of having nightmares about the pink elephant scenes under Dumbo, so it's like that. But yeah, it's so, yeah. So there's some scenes when it goes well, but doesn't go well at the same time. So I think what happens, you know, when sometimes you watch these like low budget, but it's a really high budget because, well, Baski is actually rich, so he can do loads of weird animations. So he, for some reason, I don't know why, but it looks finished. The animations are so good at the same time and so bad at the same time, if that makes sense. And then it makes it into, okay, so this is what happened. They do all the acting first, do all the voiceover first and stuff like that. But then they do the background. It's so amazing and so sloppy and so stupid. But that's what the thing is. I think this is like, if there was a student in his, I don't know, let's say garage or his bedroom, wherever, and he does this sort of things on this thick ancient 80s computer. Not saying that if you grew up from the 80s and you saying this is not ancient. Okay, I know it's not ancient, but just for modern teenagers or 20-year-olds or who in this generation now think it's ancient, I'm so sorry, but that apparently it is. But you know what I mean. So I feel like half the time I feel like they finished all the animation, but they didn't finish. They thought, oh, I'm not sure what we're gonna do for the background scene, so just send it off to a trustworthy teenager who can do the back animations. And you know the animations that nobody knows about. So sorry guys who's into video games. So there's this weird animation that I know of it because there's a YouTuber that I watched years ago, and he reacted to this Zelda thing, and it's nothing to do with the game. It's just the animations of the game or something like that. And it was like that. Everybody was talking normally in this film, but it's like that in a sensible version of that. You know what I mean? So that Zelda thing. Zelda, that's right. Yeah, Zelda. So there's some bits that is so good and so awful at the same time, but I can see why people hate this film and love this film at the same time, and you appreciate it more than the recent ones, but the recent ones are good at the special effects and the story. But this is the thing, the new ones are good with recent interpretations of modern old Gothic New Age stuff, and this one is talking about let's say the combined animation of Beauty and the Beast sort of thing, Gothic, low budget, high budget version of this. You know what I mean? You know what I'm trying to say if you watch this film, and you know what, and you know what I'm trying to say. But people who haven't seen this film, I'm so sorry for talking a load of rubbish, and I know everyone probably is talking a load of rubbish, but it's just I can't have a good description of it. But yeah, I like this film. I'm not saying it's terrible, but it's okay. It's terrible, but it's you can tell that people love it and hate. I know I said this before, but it's just for some reason when you watch these sort of films, you feel like, oh, this is so boring, but so excellent. The thing is, when you have this sort of I don't know how they do it. Like they do these good actions, if you want to call it good actions, because some of the time with the minions or dark gothic hellish scenes, or the horses and the blue red eyes and the weird helmets. I don't know. It's so dated. But anyway, so I don't know where I'm just going. You know when sometimes you do a review or do a video and then your brain just shuts off and then you have to edit back and go, But yeah, so this is what happens in some films. They just do certain stuff and where am I going with this? I don't know. But yeah, this film is weird. I got nothing. I feel like the music is phenomenal. Not because every time I watch it, I just like every single note. Will reference the like not that sort of. Okay, I'm so sorry. I'm not good at singing. Apparently, I'm good at singing, but I'm just saying, for example, that they do that sort of tone for that note of music track in the whole, so I feel like that's the most popular thing in the album, and the Lord of the Rings Baski album. You know what I mean? They just do the end credits. I don't know how it works, but they just So I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm just saying it's some bits are good and some bits are bad. So yeah, I feel like I can understand why people relate to this and that, but I feel like people love the way they talk, the characters talk. Most of the time it looks like a picture shoved into some kind of 50s animation, and some of the time it looks like, I don't know. So, sometimes they have this sort of not cartoon, it's got cartoon, but it's not a bluey Paw Patrol cartoon, it's more like, the game, like the Sleeping Beauty Jungle Book thing. They do that sort of cartoon, you know what I mean? So, but it's filled with just medieval fantasy stuff in one subject. Nothing to do with the fact of Disney films. So I feel like it's half finished, the animation, and the rest is good. And I feel like this is, you can tell it's a really good film, and you can tell they put effort into it, but it looks more like those sort of 60s TV show movies from America or something shoved into the cinema, and people for some reason just watch that stuff that I just watched today, Lord of the Rings 1978. So yeah, I don't know. Sorry if I didn't get anywhere. I know that Gollum's okay. My favourite version of Gollum so far, because I just watched two of the versions so far, is the recent one who done a parody of, what's her name? I don't know, the Prime Minister years ago, saying my precious document, my precious document. So that Gollum, I like more than that, because I feel like the actor done well with this one, but it reminds me of those Star Wars characters from the pub. Look, those sort of animation, not animation, but they shoved it into animation, looking like, I don't know, the Voldemort. If you watch this film, you know what I'm about. But there's lots of ones. I want to say more, but there's a caution of the time and the limit of my technology with filming. So so I haven't got much else to say at the moment. So yeah, I feel like I covered mainly anything I can probably think of. I know in this review, my brain shut down and I want to come back into what I want to talk about. I'm so sorry about that, because some people remind me not to do that. But I haven't got anything on top of my head apart from what I just said so far. So yeah, I'm so sorry. Got nothing. Hopefully you have a good day. I know it looks like what happens. I do things in the whole entire day. Yeah. Go home. watch film for 2 hours, you know, eat a little bit of dinner, because for some reason people do that. They just rearrange the time for some shitty reason. But then you go back and do a review, and it's night time already. That's why it's got the light on. So I'm so sorry about that. Anyway, hope you have a good day. If you're watching this in February, obviously, if it's not the archive section of this channel. So, yeah, I haven't got much stuff to say. I'm so sorry. I don't think there's going to be an outro because this video has taken a long time to proceed anyway. So, well, not proceed, this isn't any finished, but yeah, I got nothing. I'm so sorry, guys. Happy Hobbit Month thing? I don't know. I couldn't do a sketch about the hula hoops quiz, putting that on a do bad effect and end the video because I'm in a rush, okay? And I didn't even remember bringing a eating do's barbecue beef or chicken, I don't know, ordinary, I don't know. So yeah, thank you much for watching. I'll see you next time. I'm sorry, I haven't got much to do. I haven't got much to say. Nothing to do with the review. I just don't know how to end the video. So yeah, sorry.